Hello everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I'm going to share with you this is from the annual catalog this year, the 2022. This is the He's the Man suite. I wanted to show you some cards that I did with just this paper pack. It has, of course, the stamp set that coordinates with it and some of the dies. I actually just wanted to see what I could make with just this kit. Well, it's not really a kit, it's just the DSP, but it comes with 2 sheets of die cuts pieces. You can make a lot of cards with this, just this kit. Of course, adding these two, you can make it go a little further, stretch it just a little bit, like some of the samples over here. Just want to show you that kit. Here is some of the paper. So what I usually like to do with my 12 by 12 paper is I will cut it in half at 6 inches, and then I will take that half sheet and I will trim off just a strip here, so this measures 5 1/4. Because then when you turn it this way and you cut it into 3 parts, you'll have these little pieces here. So you're going to cut it at 4 inches. So you've got 4 by 5 1/4 background pieces. So out of a whole sheet, you're going to get 6. So with this little strip that I have left over, I will trim that again at 4 inches. So I'll have 3 of those to go with these pieces here. And I like to just tuck those in, tape those inside the card, so I'm not wasting any of this. I use all of it. So this is some of the paper I've got left over. So I have, and some of the little pieces that I have left over from that punch out kit too. I can make even more cards. But here are some of my cards. Let's move all of those out of the way. Here are some of my cards that I have made. So I have pulled out some coordinating colors for my background card bases. So I've got early espresso and just a lot of these great cards or colors that will coordinate with your paper. So here is one of them. So I've flipped over, I've cut one of these, and I've trimmed, yeah, it doesn't matter which size you cut. You can do 1 inch. I don't like to do cut it right in half. You want to cut just kind of offset. So you could do like a 2-inch strip, and then you can flip that over so you can see both sides of that paper. So here's this paper, and the reverse is this side. So I wanted to flip that over and give a little bit extra contrast, interest to it. And then again, on the inside, because I've matted it on the early espresso, you've got a very dark card base. So I put a piece of white and then that little strip on the inside. This one I've matted some of these together, like this one here, and then took an oval piece. I think I've used all of those. I cut out a white oval, so that would stand out a little better, and paired it up with that. Just fun little bits and pieces. Great, you can cut it at a diagonal, adding a little bit of interest that way. Quick little tip when you're cutting it at a diagonal, I'm going to show you here with this little cutter. So I've got 2 of these pieces, so I want a cut like this, but if I cut it here and then flip it over, it's not going to line up right. So if you put 2 of the same pieces or 2 opposite pieces, then you're going to have different colors. Prints. So I'm going to take them opposite sides, and then I'm going to put them together. And this one, actually, I must have cut that one slightly off, so let's fix that first. So this one doesn't quite line up. There we go. Now I'm going to put this in. I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to cut like that. Now, because I cut them together at the same time, they're going to line up when I move them over. So I'm going to put these over here like this. And now I'm going to swap those. So now they'll line up and I can do something like this. So if you're going to do anything like that and you want that angle cut, the straight ones, of course, you can flip them over and they'll be just fine. But here is a similar layout, but I just cut it straight across. And then you can take some of your scrap strips of cardstock that you cut off, just adding a little bit of color. Did the same thing down here under my tags. These are great masculine cards for birthdays or Father's Day or just whatever you want to do. Again, I've got that. All of these have a white base on the inside with that little strip left over. These are super fun. Just kind of, again, with this little punch out, I added a circle so this guy, or this little grill would stand out a little bit better. Adding some fun little matte stone dots, the little matte dots on there. Again with the inside. I kind of liked this one at an angle. Now this was a solid color. I still have one of those. So this one was brown all the way around, or all the way through. So I added white and just trimmed that so it would stop, you know, kind of pop out a little bit. You can add some twine. Yeah, for the inside. Again, here was that angle cut, and adding just some fun little things. This is such a great pack. You get a lot of pieces. You can make so many cards out of here. This one, because it was such a light card base, this is the Sahara sand. I didn't bother putting a white one in there, so you can still write on that. That worked. I kind of liked adding this little bow to that one, looking sharp, kind of fun. You can add all these little fun little pieces to your cards. This one I thought was kind of fun. I pulled out a white circle and these little punched out antlers. Would be kind of fun like that. A little tree. And a lot of these I put with, this one actually I glued straight down, but this one I put on with some dimensionals just to give a little lift to the cards. Lots and lots of cards with this pack, and I still have paper and I still have a few of these that I can make even more. I really like this one. This one's kind of fun. And this one I did on a white base, and this one too on a white base card. So just adding a strip of scrap paper and some twine. And this one was one of this piece right here. I just kind of roughed up the side of this here so it looked like you tore it out of a book. Fun, fun, fun pack. Great, great cards. And I've tried to use some of these pieces in different ways than I normally would. I thought this would be kind of fun coming down on the edge. You've got little pieces here. You can even add some of these little pieces to the insides too. This one here. Fairly simple, but fun way to use some of these things. Again, if you have some scrap, just some scrap strips, you can flag the end of them and just kind of use a little bit of a banner style background too. Works really well. Again, they all have that on the inside. My stack's getting so many cards they want to fall over. I just wanted to show you some of these that I had made with this kit. I like that one too. Kind of fun. And then some of them, there you go, you can see I added some Winka Stella to some of these, like the drink and the flames on the campfire, there you go, just to give them a little bling. But this kit, or this DSP pack, you get a lot of cards out of here. So much fun. I hope you liked all of those samples. I encourage you to get this pack for yourself to make up some masculine cards to have on hand for the men in your life, or anyone who likes camping and barbecuing and dressing up all kind of sharp. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and click that bell button so you don't miss a video. Have a great day.